जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा जय
नित्यानंद
द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा
जय द्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय।
जय
श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं सदा ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita reading. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 4, Sri Madhavendra Puri's devotional service. So, we were reading about Madhavendra Puri coming to Advaita Acharya's home. So, what is the background here? Madhavendra Puri got a dream of, or in a dream, Gopal told Madhavendra Puri, Krishna told Madhavendra Puri, that I am still so hot. My body has not cooled down yet, even though he was bathed with so much cool water. Still, it's hot. So, the only way to cool me down would be to apply Malayaja Chandan, Malaya sandalwood. You grind it into a paste, right? Grind means like this, not in the mixer grinder. So the way you do chandan, it's very difficult if you have ever tried, and if you have to cover the whole deity with chandan, it takes a lot of energy uh, and patience, certainly. So, uh, because the nature of sandalwood is it's very cooling, it cools you down. So, if you apply sandalwood on my body, on my transcendental body, then it will cool me. So you go to Jagannath Puri, and nobody else is capable of doing that. So you'll have to go personally. You go to Jagannath Puri and you bring that sandalwood. And this was the Lord's desire order. So Madhavendra Puri immediately he made all arrangements for the worship of Gopal. So those two brahmanas that were visiting from Bengal, he entrusted all deity worship services to them. He ensured that the deity's worship will not be um, neglected in any way, right? He assigned services to everyone, and Madhavendra Puri left to go towards Bengal. So he would go to Jagannath Puri via Bengal. So on the way, he stopped at Sri Advaita Acharya's home in Shantipur. And Advaita Acharya, when he saw the devotional service of Madhavendra Puri, he was completely ecstatic, right? And he served him. And also, he accepted Madhavendra Puri as his spiritual master. And did we read anything about the festival, Shantipur festival? 1 second, let me check. One 11. When Madhavendra Puri arrived at the house of Advaita Acharya in Shantipur, the Acharya became very pleased upon seeing the ecstatic love of Godhead manifested in Madhavendra Puri. Like that. That's all. So now the next verse we will see. Tara thai mantra loilo jatana koriya chalila dakhine puri tare dikha diya. So seeing the love of Godhead that Madhavendra Puri had, Advaita Acharya Jatane Kori means he endeavored, he requested, he prayed, right? He made efforts uh, to get initiation. Efforts means he must have begged Madhavendra Puri, please give me initiation, like that. Tara Thai Mantra Loilo Jatana Koriya. And then what did Madhavendra Puri do? Advaita Acharya was so earnest. He wanted initiation. He wanted mantra diksha from Madhavendra Puri. So Madhavendra Puri gave diksha to Advaita Acharya and continued. Chalila Dakkine went south. South from Bengal is Orissa. So he went south. Tare thai mantra loilo jatana koriya cholila dakkine puri tare dikha diya. After giving initiation to Advaita Acharya, Madhavendra Puri continued on his journey to Jagannath Puri. What is Madhavendra Puri's mission? To get sandalwood from Jagannath Puri back to Govardhan in Vraj for Gopal. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Advaita Acharya begged to be initiated by Madhavendra Puri. After initiating him, Madhavendra Puri started for South India. South India. Purport. In this connection, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that Advaita Acharya took initiation from Madhavendra Puri, who was a sannyasi in the disciplic succession of the Madhva Sampradaya. So Madhavendra Puri is coming in the line of Brahma Madhva Sampradaya. And he was a sannyasi. Puri title is for that line of sannyasis, right? Sannyasis, there are different titles, like a last name in sannyas, depending on the school that they belong to. You know, yeah. In one purport in Chaitanya Charitamrita only, we had read about the various names of sannyasis and how some of them are considered. Yeah, I think the initially first Adilila, when we were reading about Prakashananda Saraswati. So Saraswati, Gosai, Puri, and Bharati. These are all the titles of sannyasis. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that Advaita Acharya took initiation from Madhavendra Puri, who was a sannyasi in the disciplic succession of the Madhva Sampradaya. According to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Kibo Vipra Kibo Nyasi Shudre Kene Noi Jai Krishna Tattva Veta Sei Guru Hoy. Right? Vipra means Brahmana, Nyasi means sannyasi, Shudra. So whoever one may be, whether he is a Brahmana, whether he is a sannyasi, whether he is a Shudra, it does not matter, right? That I'll take sannyas from a Brahmana only, or I'll take Diksha from a Brahmana, or I'll take from a sannyasi or from a Shudra. Not like that. Who is fit to be a guru. Jai Krishna Tattva Veta, one who knows Krishna Tattva, one who knows the truth, one who has realized the truth of Krishna. Say Guru Hoy. A person may be a Brahmana, a sannyasi, a Shudra, or whatever. These are just some examples. It can be anyone, even from a Chandala background, it does not matter. But if he is well conversant in the science of Krishna, he can become a guru. So in another place in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, Shabde Pare. Shabde means he has the knowledge from scriptures, scriptural knowledge. He is expert in the scriptures. Pare means not only does he know the knowledge theoretically, but he also should have realized it. That would be a first class guru. Shabde and Pare. So, but it is essential that he should know, he should be learned in the scriptures, that is required. But what is scriptures now? Do you mean to say that he should know all the Vedas and all the mantras by heart, then he is a guru? Hey, he should know the science of Krishna. The science of Krishna. Then he is eligible to be a guru. So, Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyasi, Shudra Kene Noi, Jai Krishna Tattva Veta, say Guru Hoy. A person may be a Brahmana, a sannyasi, a Shudra, or whatever, but if he is well conversant in the science of Krishna, he can become a guru. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 8, text 128. This statement is supported by Sri Madhavendra Puri. According to the Pancharatra injunction, only a householder Brahmana can initiate, right? Brahmana can initiate. Others cannot. That means not even sannyasis, right? A householder Brahmana can initiate, others cannot. When a person is initiated, it is assumed that he has become a Brahmana. Without being initiated by a proper Brahmana, one cannot be converted into a Brahmana. Right? Only one Brahmana can convert another into Brahmana. If one is not a Brahmana, he cannot initiate another into Brahmana. In other words, unless one is a Brahmana, he cannot make another a Brahmana. A Grihastha Brahmana partaking of the Varnashram Dharma institution can secure various types of paraphernalia to worship Lord Vishnu through his honest labor. Actually, people beg to be initiated by these householder Brahmanas just to become successful in the Varnashram institution or to become free from material desires. It is therefore necessary for a spiritual master in the Grihastha ashram to be a strict Vaishnava. A spiritual master from the sannyas order has very little opportunity to perform archana. So one who is a sannyasi, he has very little opportunity because sannyasi, what paraphernalia will he have to worship the deity? He needs to have, to worship a deity, you need so many things. Proper deity worship. We are not talking about, patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati, whatever little you get, you give. No, but deity worship means, Srila Prabhupada says, from morning 4 until 10 at night, complete engagement. So a spiritual master from the sannyas order has very little opportunity to perform archana, deity worship. But when one accepts a spiritual master from the transcendental sannyasis, the principle of deity worship is not at all neglected. So, who is a sannyasi? He is still within the Varnashram system. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. Sannyasi is also within the Varnashram system, and Varnashram system is for those who are still conditioned. It's like a bridge for those who are conditioned to transcend, right? By taking this bridge to transcend. Once they transcend, then they're beyond Varnashram system. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I'm not a Brahmana, I'm not a Kshatriya, right? I'm not a sannyasi. I'm simply a servant of the master of the gopis. So, if the spiritual master is transcendental and he's sannyasi, he's a transcendental sannyasi, then the principle of deity worship is not at all neglected. To implement this conclusion, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us his opinion in the verse Kiba Vipra Kiba Nyasi, etc. This indicates that the Lord understood the weakness of society in its maintaining that only a Grihastha Brahmana should be a spiritual master. So, the society is maintaining that only a Brahmana Grihastha can be a spiritual master. Why is it saying this? This is the weakness of society to say that only a Brahmana Grihastha can be a spiritual master. And Mahaprabhu's statement that no, you don't have to be a Brahmana or a sannyasi or anything else. If you know the science of Krishna, then you can become a spiritual master. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's statement directly. So his statement indicates that I understand the weakness of society. Why only Grihas, you are saying that only Grihas, the Brahmana, should be spiritual master. Right? So why society is saying only Grihas, the Brahmana, should be spiritual master? It is said here in the previous lines, right? That the Grihastha Brahmana, he can secure whatever he wants through this process, right? He will initiate everyone, and when you take Diksha, you have to give Guru Dakshina, isn't it? And not just Guru Dakshina, even after that also the disciples, they will maintain providing the Guru with whatever paraphernalia he wants. So in this way, that Brahmana, householder Brahmana, because they don't work in Varnashram system, householder Brahmanas don't work. So by giving Diksha, others will give him whatever he needs for his maintenance. So that's a good system for Brahmanas. So only Brahmanas should initiate. Then what is the advantage for those who are taking initiation? So they feel that by taking Diksha from a Brahmana, they can become a Brahmana. Unless you take Diksha from a Brahmana, you cannot become a Brahmana. So like this. So with this mutual understanding, both are benefiting. One person becomes a Brahmana because actually sannyasi is understood to be a Brahmana already, right? Because they live by Brahminical standard. They live by Brahminical standard, sannyasis and brahmacharis. When you're actually ashram, as soon as you say ashram, whether it is brahmachari ashram, grihastha ashram, or you know, Vanprastha or sannyas, ashram means you have to live by Brahminical standard. Nevertheless, Brahmana is a social order, right? It is a title, social order. So if you want to be a Brahmana, then you have to be initiated by a Brahmana, Grihastha Brahmana. So these four Varnas are meant for Grihasthas only. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. These Varnas are meant for Grihasthas. So Brahmana, so if someone wants to be a Brahmana, he has to take Diksha from another Brahmana, Grihastha, right? Because do you have Kshatriya brahmacharis and grihas and uh, Vaishya brahmacharis and Brahmana brahmacharis. Do you ever distinguish brahmacharis like that? Or do you distinguish uh, Vanaprasthas or sannyasis like this is a Kshatriya sannyasi and this is a Vaishya sannyasi or this is a Brahmana sannyasi? No, they're meant to be Brahminical automatically. But as a class, only Brahmanas are known as these are Brahmanas, right? And it is maintained in society that, in Vedic society, right? Only Brahmanas, that means Grihasthas, because Brahmana, when you say Brahmana, it's a class, Grihasthas. Only Brahmanas can initiate. So it became the monopoly of the Brahmanas, Grihasthas. By this, they get what they need, and others also, by taking Brahminical initiation, they also become Brahmanas. Also remember, in the scripture, it is never said that, Brahmana and Kshatriya is by birth. We are reading now in the 9th canto how a Kshatriya king's descendants have all become Brahmanas, or in some cases they become Vaishyas. So this is when several, yugas before. So it is possible by Diksha, and again, Diksha, how the spiritual master will give Diksha, seeing your aptitude. If you have the tendencies of a Kshatriya, he'll give you the Diksha of a Kshatriya, and then you're trained as a Kshatriya, and you'll be called as a Kshatriya. You'll be a ruler, even though you're the son of a Brahmana. Or if you're the son of a Kshatriya and you have the tendencies of a Brahmana, you'll be given Brahmana initiation and you'll be trained as a Brahmana. So that is understood. So it's not like, oh, only this is more recent, right? Corrupt Brahmanas have done this. That only when you take birth in a Brahmana family are you a Brahmana. Otherwise, right? Like you're doomed. It's by birth. This thing started on later. This is not in the Vedas. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagasha. Based on guna and karma. It is said clearly by Krishna. That's observed in Vedic society. So in society, if somebody wants to be a Brahmana, he has Brahminical tendencies. What is his hope? He has to get that initiation from another Brahmana only. Grihasthas. He has to get Diksha from Grihasthas. And Mahaprabhu is rejecting this. Rejecting in the sense, not exactly rejecting. Mahaprabhu wouldn't reject what is there in the scriptures. That system is there. But this is the weakness of society. It's their weakness. Actually, who is a spiritual master? That is why Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy is the highest philosophy. Gives you the topmost, right? What cannot be reached even by the Vedas, that is given by Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So I am Bhagavan, Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Jai Krishna Tattva Veda, say Guru Hoy. One who knows the science of Krishna, only he is only the Guru. So then you may say, yeah, only Brahmanas know the science of, you can say, right? Brahmanas are entitled to study scriptures, the Vedas, so only Brahmanas know the science of Krishna. No, that's why the first line is, Kiba Vipra Kiba Nyasi Shudra Kene Noi. It doesn't matter whoever he may be. He can be Brahmana, he can be Shudra or Sannyasi, it does not matter. The only criterion for one to be a guru is he should know the science of Krishna. No other consideration. He should be completely conversant with the science of Krishna. Then he is a guru. So, by this statement, what is Mahaprabhu indicating? That I understand the weakness of society. in this system where only you can become a Brahmana only when another Grihastha Brahmana initiates you. By making this statement, Kiba Vipra Kiba Nyasi Shudra Kenanoi, Mahaprabhu is indicating that I know the weakness of society in maintaining this system. Okay, that part is clear. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indicated that it does not matter whether the spiritual master is a grihastha, a sannyasi, or even a shudra. A spiritual master must simply be conversant in the essence of the Shastra. Yes, essence of the Shastra. What is the essence of Shastra? Krishna, you have to come to you should understand who are the Vedas searching for? Who is the end of the Vedas? What is the conclusion of the Vedas? Ishvaraha Parama Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha. Right? He is Parama Ishvara. The ultimate name, ultimate word in absolute truth is Krishna. So, and then devotional service to Krishna is the essence of all Shastra. So a spiritual master simply must be conversant in the essence of the Shastra. He must understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Only then can one become a spiritual master. Diksha actually means initiating a disciple with transcendental knowledge by which he becomes free from all material contamination. Yes, Diksha means actually to initiate the disciple with transcendental knowledge. What type of transcendental knowledge? So again, Diksha also we have two types. Or spiritual masters. We have different types of spiritual masters. So one who gives us knowledge, again, first is you have a Shravana Guru. Shravana Guru means one who gives you a scriptural knowledge. What is the advantage of hearing from the scriptures? The benefit of hearing from scriptures is your faith will develop. Your faith will develop. So at this point, hearing from scripture, Shravana Guru is not just one. You can have many Shravana Gurus. You'll hear, and in fact, it is essential. It is essential that one hear from many different Shravana Gurus in the initial stages. Why? Because you hear from one person, just like I think in school also you have different teachers, right? So each teacher has a particular way of explaining one point. So if you hear from one person, he will only explain it that way, the way he knows. And then if the point you don't understand that point, you hear from another person, he will say the same point with different examples or in a different way, and another person and another person. So when you see everyone is saying the same but in different ways, if you didn't understand from one person, chances are you'll understand from another. So that message will be driven into your consciousness. So therefore, Shravana Gurus are many. You hear from many Shravana Gurus. And what is the purpose of this? To build your faith in bhakti, in Krishna. Then once you have faith, you get that dridha shraddha, right? Firm faith. Now you will accept one amongst these that you are hearing from. So that is why here it is said, Diksha means giving transcendental knowledge, right? So when you have full faith, now you're ready to commit yourself for, like commit yourself means you don't see any other way. Dridha Shraddha means what? This is the only thing I have to do. I don't have to do anything else. That type of Dridha Shraddha, when you get, then you will, of course, even after Yeah. So there is also so there is Komal Shraddha and there is Drida Shraddha. Komal Shraddha, like Srila Prabhupada says, uh, you first come and you see what's going on, you become curious, you think it's attractive, you listen, what are they talking about? So first you get some Shraddha, let me see what's going on here, little bit of Shraddha. The result of that Shraddha is Sadhu Sangha, association. You want to now associate with devotees, hear what is their philosophy, what are their practices, and then what do? Then you try to follow also, right? Then you try to follow. And then when you are serious enough, like, yes, this is all I have to do, now you take Diksha. This is the system. So, first, hearing is important. Hearing is important to get that conviction, to get that Dridha Shraddha. If you get Dridha Shraddha, then Guru Padashraya. Actually, actually, this is the system. Guru Padashraya. And then you take shelter of the spiritual master. Then this now, after you have entered into, when you take shelter of a pure devotional, of a spiritual master means you're initiated now. Diksha. You get Diksha. So this guru is also of different types I was telling you. One is Shravana Guru. The other is Mantra Guru. You have someone who gives you initiation, who gives you the mantra. Shravana Guru is not giving you the mantra. And then you have Bhajana Shiksha Guru, the most important person. The most important person in your devotional life is Bhajana Shiksha Guru. Of course, this comes way later, bhajan, right? How to perform bhajan and how to progress, at what stage you are in your progress of bhakti and how to guide you further. Not about, oh, my my father passed away and what should I, not like that. Bhajana Shiksha Guru means this is very serious. How to progress in your bhajan, bringing you to higher and higher levels of bhakti. That is the role of Bhajana Shiksha Guru. And they can be, all of them can be one person also. It is possible that you heard from the same person, Shravana Guru, and then you took initiation also from the same person, Mantra Guru. So Mantra Guru's purpose is he gives you the mantra. By this mantra, you can actually uh, now start worshipping the deities. That's the whole purpose of second initiation. Second initiation means you can start worshipping the deities. But and that same person can also be your bhajan shiksha guru, or it can be a different person once you start, practicing bhajan. So the whole idea is the spiritual master's role is to give the disciple transcendental knowledge by which one becomes free from material contamination. That's the whole purpose of a guru. Srila Prabhupada also says, yesterday I was listening, I think I'll stop here, but I'll just say this short. There was a lecture in India. I forget if it is in Bombay or Gujarat, I forget. But in that lecture, one person at the end of the class raised his hand and said that I have a guru already. I have a guru from before. And he was telling me about Bhagavad Gita. I've heard Bhagavad Gita, but I never understood what is Bhagavad Gita and what I'm supposed to do. But after coming in touch with you, after listening to your lectures and reading all your literatures, now I understand the point very nicely. So only after meeting you have I understood Bhagavad Gita properly. So now my question is, uh, because that guru, when he taught, I didn't understand. It didn't bring me to the point of surrender to Krishna. right? Or I didn't understand. Basically, he said, I didn't understand Bhagavad Gita, but I understand really nicely, and I have that, surrender towards you. So, should I reject that guru and accept you, or what am I supposed to do? A real problem, isn't it? So, Srila Prabhupada said, Guru is one. Actually, Guru is one. Who is Guru? Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Balaram. It is he who is actually reaching out to all the conditioned souls. He is the one who is bringing them back. And all other gurus are his representatives working on his behalf. So he comes through one guru, right? So at first, so there's no question of, this is a better guru or this is a lesser guru, so I should go to a better. It's not like that, because guru is one. So you may get some knowledge from one person, means the guru is giving me through this, and now he may give knowledge through another person, but it's all coming from guru only, because guru is one. If one guru is teaching you uh, against Krishna, or he doesn't bring you to the point of surrendering to Krishna, if his teachings don't bring you to the point of, or if he's teaching, if he's teaching something other than Krishna, then you should reject that guru. Prabhupada said, like Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya, at least for the time being. He rejected his instruction. Then you can reject. That's the only condition. But if the guru is not as advanced or as learned, there is no need to reject such a guru. Someone is more and someone is less, it does not matter. Like that Srila Prabhupada answered. So my point was, guru is one. Whether you get through Shravan Guru or Mantra Guru or Bhajan Shiksha Guru, it is that same eternal Guru, Lord Balaram Sri Nityananda Prabhu, coming to us in various forms. For you personally, he is coming to you through this Guru at this time to bring you to Krishna. So that respect and honor that we should have for Guru, right? That's why it is said, Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado, Yasya aprasad, no, sakshad haritvena samasta shastra, uttas tatha bhavyate eva sadhu, right? You, for the disciple, the guru should be respected and honored exactly like he would honor the Supreme Lord, because it is the Lord who is coming to him through this guru at this time to help him. But from the guru's perspective, kintu prabhorya priya eva tasya, right? He is not Krishna, right? Even the disciple understand he is not Krishna, but he is very dear to Krishna. He is very dear to Krishna. So, why we are reading all this today? Madhavendra Puri initiated Advaita Acharya. Madhavendra Puri is a sannyasi, and he initiated Advaita Acharya. He gave mantra diksha to Advaita Acharya. Whereas in society at that time, Brahmanas would initiate Brahmanas. You can take sannyas diksha from another sannyasi, like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas from Keshav Bharati. Of course, Ishwar Puri was also a sannyasi. But this is a revolution. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took diksha from Ishwar Puri? Because he awakened his Krishna consciousness. He played that Leela, but that's why. That means same principle. Jai Krishna Tattva Veta Say Guru Hoy. One who knows the science of Krishna, he is a guru. No other consideration. That's why Advaita Acharya, who is the leader of all Brahmanas. So what is the conclusion that Srila Prabhupada is giving in this purport? So in Vedic society, when a Brahmana is giving Diksha to other Brahmana, what should be the conclusion according to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejecting householder Brahmanas from giving Diksha? Is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejecting?
No.
No. So what is Mahaprabhu's message? What should these Brahmanas, if they are initiating, what is their qualification to initiate?
To know about Krishna.
So therefore, simply being a Brahmana is not sufficient for you to initiate. All Brahmanas must become Vaishnavas. Then only they can initiate. That's the point. You can initiate if you're a Vaishnava. And if you're a Vaishnava, it does not matter what background you're coming from. You may not be born in India. You can be from anywhere. But if you know the science of Krishna, know the science of Krishna means obviously you live that lifestyle. You should surrender your life. Vaishnava means what? Surrender your life to Krishna and live by that lifestyle. And you, because you know the science of Krishna, then you are Guru. You are fit to be a Guru. So I'll stop there. Thank you so much. Actually, I started on time today, still I went over time. But okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Mataji, bird chirping that come. Birds are chirping at your place.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I really like that sound. Sorry, but I get distracted by that.
I know. You know, this is in the bedroom I'm sitting, and in the balcony, every night, this Indian robin, he comes and sleeps all night in the balcony. He made his little home. It's not like he came to nest and give, usually you have birds coming, they lay their eggs and they go away.
Yeah.
Not like that. It doesn't have a nest or anything. It's like home. Every evening on time, when the sun sets, he'll come. I don't know if it's he or she. I think it's a he. Just comes and sleeps all night. Just before going to bed, he'll sing, he'll sleep. And in the morning at this time, Mangalarti time, he'll sing. Every morning you see when we do Chaitanya Charitamrita, he'll sing,
Yes,
and
I
then
have
he'll
been
go
noticing
away.
from last many days. Okay.
He'll go away. All day he's not there. Again in the evening he'll come.
So nice.
Yeah. Usually he used to get up at 5, but ever since we are doing this 3:30 classes, because in between I got a gap, right? When Malti Mataji had come here, so there was a gap for some days. We were not doing Chaitanya Charitamrita classes. So he would get up at 5. But ever since we are doing Chaitanya Charitamrita, he wakes up at this time, 3:34, and he starts singing. So nice.
Yeah, nice, Mataji. Yeah.
I think he's chanting, probably.
Yes.
When it gets cleared, about 4, 5, 4:30, the
You
sun,
mean light?
light.
Yeah, 5, after 5. After 5. After Nishing Aarti, yeah, in the courtyard. So 5:10, like that.
Oh, so she is early. The bird
Really
is
early. Yeah, it's dark outside. Yeah.
early riser like you. Hare Krishna.